Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith's the Black Channel here at Ticker Talker on a Friday, and we got a bit of a messy tape still, but so let's take a look here. If we go to the SPY, you can see here, starting off the month, almost unchanged. We're trying to make it back up, and remember here on the daily upper left, here's where we opened the month, right here. We came in, we went inside day, we gapped down, but then went into conflict by being green on the day. Even though it was an inside day to the downside for the most part, we were green. And now, this is RevStrat. One inside, poke down, boom, come back through here. These two become an outside bar of that, you see? So now the question is, we coming into the end of the day and next week, can we take this out, right? We're going to go back into the highs, right? Because it's just back and forth. You can see the broadening formation here that's going back and forth. Slightly extended it yesterday and now coming back through. Now you're inside on the 60, and we got a new 60, right, at the bottom of the hour. So we're going to see if we can break this inside 60. Right now it's been a grind up, no lower low on the 60. And you can see starting the new hour, starting off green. Right, as soon as it opens, it starts going back up. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to QQQ. Qs look like they're going to put them away. Can't do it that either. And you can see that here. The outside, inside day, the gap down and sit and do nothing. And then boom, inside bar, two down, two up, RevStrat, to take these two, become an outside bar of that. And because this is an outside bar, now we look to take that out. And then these two would be an outside bar of all this. You see, as the range expansion continues to get bigger. That's good in time, right? It's just because we've been so tight for so long. Now price discovery is trying to test out both of these sides. Also inside on the 60 is the Qs, so above 335.61 here would get my attention in the next hour, albeit a grindy. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, here, stuck, doing nothing, right? Stuck. It is RevStrat. It did what it was supposed to do. These two are an outside bar of that, but just kind of sitting here doing nothing. So follow through hard to come by, because we know that we've had the energies been strong all week, and then today, slight higher high and then back off, right? So it's just grind, grind, grind. And then the mystery of OIH. It's been halted all day. Why? Don't know. So that's going on. If we take a look at Apple, and we're looking to see if Apple could keep puking, right? Because it was RevStrat weak to the downside, inside week down, right? I mean, here's your inside week, pokes up and goes down. Now you can see all 3 weeks stuck inside of this. And so when you have that, you can expect this back and forth until you can get out of there. And so you had this inside day, then goes down. Boom, there's your RevStrat. Inside, two down, boom. Take these guys out, and these become an outside bar of that. So just back and forth, because we're watching Microsoft with Apple to watch the XLK. And remember, gap down, sit, and now boom. Two down, two up, and coming back through previous range. Chopping around, still an inside month. And so XLK doesn't follow through. It just goes back up, right? So it tries to go down, and now you can see these two are an outside bar of all this, right? So this range expansion stuff is beginning, because you got an outside week there now. Also trying to take that inside 60 up over 139.81 right now. So there's that. NVIDIA, you can't stop it, you can't even contain it, it just keeps going, right? And that's what you want, follow through. Continue that Momo hammer here on the daily, get those shorts trapped in here, and then boom, keep them up. So your exhaustion risk, you're going into the highs, but NVIDIA is still doing what it's supposed to. And the Fanger's waking up a little bit. Google, you can see a lot of this similar stuff, the outside day, the poke down, and then boom, these two become an outside bar of all that, and your broadening formation hopefully getting bigger, trying to work on that inside month over here, over 2,389.05. If we go to Facebook, you can see a lot of this pattern, still an inside weaker. Tried to take all these guys out, or they did yesterday, and then boom, 2-2 right back up. Now coming down off the 60. We'll see if anything comes of that. You have Oracle. And Oracle now backing off on the 60 a bit, but you can see these 2 weeks inside of that, right? These two are inside of that, and then boom, finally breaks out of that. Just exhaustion risk when you go into the highs, and then you can see this 2 up, 2 down, corrective activity. Now a new hour. We'll see if that sets up again. Oracle. If we go to Docu, and Docu on the gap list, and off she goes. Boom. So once again, that same pattern on a monthly basis. The inside bar, the poke down to stop them out. 1, 2, 2. Back up for the rest of the month over 224.03. Right? And you can see when I took that out, kept going. If you go to the 30, see this inside 30, there was your pause. Boom, inside 30 and still going. If we go to NVAX, and NVAX, still handling an inside month, but a big enough range to trade. So usually you don't want to trade an inside bar, but the longer the time frame, the more likely you can because of the size of the range. And you'll notice these two bars on the weekly were still inside of this, so they become a compound inside bar, a 2-week inside bar, and then boom, take it out, and off she goes. So NVAX having a nice little day here. We watch that with Moderna. Moderna's still going. There's your follow through. There's your inside day. Boom, still going now, just a little grindy on the 30, we'll see. If we go to EH going into the highs right now, here's your reversal month. 2 down by taking out the previous low. Boom, 2 up reversal here. EH over 28.38, trading 33 already. Looking to try and become an outside bar of all this, you see? And so we can expect this, you get that spike up, right, your higher high, and then your lower low of this, and now coming back to the previous range. EH having a nice day here, and that's good for the month. If we go to ZM, and ZM, once again, that same pattern, inside month, pokes down, boom, RevStrat month, that's over 336.33, you just took it, all right, you just took that. How's your 60? All right, still needs to set up for us here. How about a 15er? There was an inside 15. That's nice. So we'll see if that sets up again. Once again, if you look at that daily, you're going to see the inside day. You're going to see the poke down. And then, boom, RevStrat. These two become an outside bar of all this. Good for the month over that level. ZM. EQIX still going. Been talking about this one for months. And there you go. Now backing off a little bit on the 15er, but we'll see. Did its job by taking that out, but still trying to crank up a bit. Little dry here of the apes, AMC, inside day to start next week. Game stonks, all that stuff, inside day, so we'll see here. If you go to BNGO, and this is more the apes are looking at in Reddit today because of the inside day here to the upside. Once again, that 2 down hammer, and then 2 back up over for the monthly 648. If we go to CRM, once again, same pattern. Inside bar, still got some room to take these guys out. Inside week, so aware of that. We want to see if you can take out last month's highs, but on the daily, you had that inside day, then pokes down, and then boom. The good thing is about a lot of this stuff didn't gap. It opened and then RevStratted back up here over 233. 18, and you can see how it just took off once it did that. If we go to BNTX, Docu goes to the highs, and BNTX just exhaustion risk going into the highs, but we call this Momo Hammer monthly. Anybody got short in here getting jammed this month, right? And you see the inside week to the upside. We'll see if that sets up now, coming in a little bit. We'll see if that sets up again for us. AMSC. And AMSC, look at this. They got them good yesterday. Stop all these guys out. Pivot machine gun style. Boom. Waste them. Right? So they're all gone. Anybody staying long in this? No. And then when you take this out, there's your reversal. Boom. Right back to the upside. Pop it right back up. Now inside in the 30 and coming in a little bit. Here was a nice inside 30. Another inside 30. And now a little profit takey on the inside 30 down slightly. If you go to CELH. CELH, just a little inside day, now backing off, and go see if that sets up on the 60. SPY getting up on that 60, we'll see. So now just backing off a little bit, we'll see if we can take this out, slight lower low. So in the next hour, once this closes out, if you can take out this high, that's something I'd want to know about. If we go to Joanne. All right, so setting up a potential 60, just having a nice day. Exhaustion risk, newer issue, just going into the highs. Once again, you see that Momo Hammer. Anybody short in here, boom, gets jammed up into here. If we go to FATE, daily. So we always want to know what's going to set something up, right? So if this works, you can see this stop all these guys out. 2 down by taking out the previous low. Boom. Reversal here. These two become an outside bar of that. And potentially hope here, because if that works and keeps going, it's going to set this up. The rev strat weak, right? The inside weak, poke down, boom, then come back up here and try and get through that range. So you can keep an eye on that one for next week for sure over this week's highs. If we go to Futu, and Futu, I'll write something down here. Futu, inside day to the upside. Here, you can see this 2 down by taking out the previous low. Inside bar, 2-1-2 reversal, stopping out these guys in here, right? The highs are this, and this gone. Boom. So we'll see if anything sets up now, backing off. Because if that works, once again, you're taking out that 2-up month. Here, over 149.14 has my attention. If we go to ACMR. And ACMR, once again, inside day, poke down, stop these guys out, and then boom, right back up. And if that works, it takes a month. 2 down, 2 up by taking out the highs here. Over 80. So for the rest of the month, over 80, and you can see it set that up a few weeks ago. 2 down by taking out the lows. That was the reversal here. And if that works, it sets this up to be closer to taking out the highs, right? Then you stop them out, and then boom, 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 everything goes. So on the downside, noticeable today is the transports. IYT taking out the lows, outside week, right here, and getting closer to taking out the month's lows. It's firming up here on the 60 just a little bit, but we saw some weakness in FedEx. And FedEx, once again, on that weekly inside week, poke up, boom, rev strat to the downside to start off the new month, right? Now it's trying to firm up down in here. That tells us to look at UPS and stuff like that. UPS taking out last week's low, so getting closer to that month. So we'll keep an eye on that. You also have an inside 60 here right now. To a lesser extent, they've got Union Pac, some of the rails, JB Hunt Trucker. Here was coming down, I think with ODFL. So we'll see if the transports continue to weaken. If we go to Humana, Humana now trying to go inside in the 60, just continue to walk down the inside day, because we've known about this since this reversal on the weekly, right? 2 up, 2 down, still good. And if that works, that set up the month. 2 up by taking out the highs now, boom, for the rest of the month. Below this, we've known. 436.74 down to 426 now. We'll see if that continues. If we go to PLCE, some of the pandemics starting to come in here, taking out inside week to the downside, albeit 2 weeks inside of this. But we'll see if we can get out of this opening bar there, because you got more pandemics coming in with the Wynn Resorts, still down a little bit here. Now inside on the 60s. But you can see this almost going to be an outside week. And so your hopes is that it can do that. And if it doesn't do it this week, we can watch for this as a 2 up by taking out the highs. And then next week, if you take this out, then to come after this stuff. But we'll see. We got some, got to see how it goes next week. If we go to SMG. And SMG, here you go. The measured move. The down, the inside week, puke. If that works, you take out last month's lows. Right, and you can see having a rough week here. Only 4 days, and all these days, all red. Now inside on the 60, we'll see if there's more to it. Broader average is drying up, and I'm running out of time. Let's get a couple more in here, though. HARP. ZM goes to the highs. And you can see HARP having some problems here, taking out last month. Is this an inside month? Yep, inside month to the downside now. Inside 60s trying to keep going. We'll see. ARCB having some problems here. And you can see taking out last month's lows. That's a 2 down in the month. Now just drying up here in a little bit. All right, ZM goes to the highs as I speak. So messy tape, we're pretty much playing them as we see them day by day until we can get some follow through, especially if we can get these futures to do something, which they are not. So that's going to do it for today. Hope everyone have a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith & Black Channel here at TikTok with Strat Time Report.